Beautiful look at downtown Indianapolis from over the top of the Speedway. Welcome back to the Brickyard 400 telecast presented by Golden Corral. Check out NASCAR.com/RaceBuddy to watch coverage live today from Indianapolis. Follow your favorite drivers for free with 8 live camp reviews. Log on to NASCAR.com/RaceBuddy. Green flag pit stop for Kurt Busch, Doc.
4 tires, air pressure, left rear, top it off with Sunoco. Now these guys can make it on 2 more stops. That's all they'll need.
Kurt Busch pitting from 8th position just seconds ago.
They're a little bit slow on the left front, and I'm not sure they got all the lug nuts on that car. We'll see.
They are going to bring him back down pit road because I don't believe NASCAR thinks he got all the lug nuts on that as well.
Got something right today.
Oh, please. There's your gap, first to second. I've been impressed with Jeff Gordon and the drive in this 24. We talked on NASCAR Countdown when Ray had his conversation with Jeff about the season so far and being winless. They have come close and things just haven't fallen their way. And if he's going to make a bid at trying to win that 5th championship, he might just need to win a 5th Brickyard 400 today. He's got a good car.
Yeah, and it was easy to say coming in here because of how they performed last year and how they he's won 4 times here, but you still got to go out and get it done. Dave?
Jamie McMurray in the 1 car. He complained recently that it was a little bit tight in the middle toward the exit of the corner as well. So they'll make an air pressure adjustment for Jamie. Remember, he's been a little off sequence all day. Lap 70 seemed to be about the threshold for this situation, like Kurt Busch was trying to do as well.
All of the leaders pitted at lap 42. Some others pitted at lap 48. So this string of pit stops could carry on for a little while. Here's Sam Hornish in, Doc.
Sam Hornish complaining of the car being a little bit loose in, loose off, tight in the center, air pressure adjustment. Sam hoping to be able to be impressive today as he was yesterday, finishing 2nd in the NASCAR Nationwide Series car. Of course, the former Indy 500 champion. They cleaned the grill. Hoping to be able to get Sam down and away here in less than 16 seconds.
Hey, Doc, thanks. And while this cycle of pit stops goes on, Jeff Gordon is closing and closing quickly on Jimmy Johnson.
Catching him a couple tenths a lap right now.
Look at that. Reeling him in.
Yeah, and you can kind of see how Jeff is right down at the bottom. He's not actually getting all the way to the wall. We're having to use up the whole racetrack.
Big rush on the pit road. Sorry, DJ.
18th car of Kyle Busch will hit pit road right now. Kyle, during this run, says, I need help entry to center. That means it was a little bit too loose. That means a little bit of air pressure out of the right rear tire. That should be the only adjustment for Kyle on this stop. 4 tires in Sunoco fuel. His teammate, Denny Hamlin, comes down pit road as well right now. Denny, for this run, has been pretty good other than the fact that he's been back in the traffic. So they're going to take on 4 here with a slight air pressure adjustment and 4 tires. Vince?
The 48 of Jimmy Johnson has been the dominant car today. He's coming to his pit box, and crew chief Chad Canales asked him, don't get too tight to the wall. They're making a 4-tire change, and on that first stop, he got a little snug, and it was difficult for the tire changers. No chassis adjustment here, just 4 fresh tires and Sunoco fuel for Jimmy Johnson. He likes his race car, but he said the right rear was giving up a bit late in that run. Dave?
Greg Biffle is in now. He said his car was just a little bit free, so they'll make an air pressure adjustment for him. 4 tires for Biffle. Joey Logano went as well. He says, I have no grip in my race car, and I have to wait on the throttle. So they'll make a 4-tire change for Joey.
And as you saw on the right side of the screen, Jeff Gordon giving up the lead. He's coming to pit road.
As you guys might imagine, Jeff Gordon real happy with his race car right now. No adjustments expected on the 24 car. Just 4 tires and Sunoco race fuel. Jeff Gordon real happy with that race machine right now. Dave?
Matt Kenseth is in now. They were planning on possibly doing an adjustment to the left front where they would take a shim out to help his car into the center of the corner. He said it's hard to drive right now. It's so loose, I can't get into the center of the corner. So we'll see if they take some extra time right now, possibly a spring rubber out instead. And as they go to the left front, we'll see what happens when they pull the tire off. Tire off, yes,
32 of Juan Pablo Montoya. He's been second here before. Twice he's led the most laps, but this year he can't catch a break. Right now he says he's lost all stability. Air pressure adjustment, wedge out. They added some tape, 4 tires and Sunoco fuel to try to get that car better for Juan Pablo.
Still to pit, Eric Almirola, Bobby Labonte, Landon Castle, and David Gilliland as we watch the pit stop cycle through. I'm looking to see how Jimmy Johnson and Brad Keselowski cycle out against each other after this exchange of strategies.
Yeah, Keselowski's going to have a lead over Jimmy Johnson when it does cycle through, but here comes Almirola. Coming to you, Vince.
Well, Eric Almirola started 4th, but his crew chief Mike Ford said we haven't had much chance to work on the race car because he has no experience here, so we just had to get laps. Now Eric says it's tight. They're going to make a chassis adjustment, air pressure adjustment as well to go with those 4 Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel.
So Almirola away, Bobby Labonte, the new leader. Remember, we had that spread with the 2 quick cautions where some guys pitted, Almirola among them on that second of the cautions. And that's why this run of green flag pit stops is so strung out, if you will.
And we're done.
Hollywood Armstrong, our over-the-wall reporter, changing front tires for Stephen Light in that 33 car today. Landon Castle, David Gilliland, the last 2 to come to pit road under this cycle. And then you're going to get back to Brad Keselowski ahead of Jimmy Johnson.
He's about 3 seconds ahead of Jimmy Johnson right now.
You'll see that gap closing because Jimmy just got fresh tires and Brad's been out there a while, but I'll tell you, the 2 cars pretty strong. It's going to be really kind of interesting to see how they are going to fare against each other on equal territory, on equal ground with equal tires.
Castle has pitted. Keselowski has gone to the lead. And we're just shy of the halfway point. The Brickyard 400, telecast presented by Golden Corral. Let's take an inside look and get unlimited access to the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Brought to you by the NASCAR Sprint Cup mobile app and truly unlimited data on the Sprint Network. Fastest 4-tire pit stop so far today. The crew of the guy that's leading this race, Brad Keselowski, down in the 12
seconds. Those boys get it done.
Get unlimited access to NASCAR with live in-car audio and real-time stats on the NASCAR Sprint Cup mobile Android app. Only from Sprint, the only network with truly unlimited data. Learn more at sprint.com/speed. The plot thickens as we come to halfway in the Brickyard 400. A little strategy play, teams on opposing pit stop schedules, and Brad Keselowski's gone from trailing Jimmy Johnson before this exchange of stops to leading him.
Yeah, it is. It's going to play out kind of different than you might think because you've got this strategy going on. You've got Jeff Gordon with a fast car in a long run that's able to catch Jimmy Johnson. So which one's going to win out? Which strategy is going to win out? And who's got the best car?
You better not forget that 24 car.
I'm telling you, he is fast. Mainly, like you said, Alan, he looks like he's got a great long-run car, but he's able to maintain on new tires. That's what he's doing right now with Jimmy. Actually beat Jimmy a little bit that lap. Both of these cars are going to overtake Keselowski at this point. But as this thing keeps cycling through, you'll see how the strategy plays out.
Looking here at Denny Hamlin, who, after that one restart where he got down in and the car just wouldn't turn, down in turn 1, fell outside of the top 10, is still back there outside of the top 10 right now. He's moved up to 12th, but just shows you how difficult. As fast a car as what Denny Hamlin has, led a lot of the first part of this race, just hasn't gotten back inside the top 10. Dave, what are they saying about Denny's car?
I'll tell you what they're saying, and then I have a question for you, DJ, as a former driver here and winner. Right now, it was tight before the pit stop. They made an adjustment. It is still tight, and the question is, mentally, when you get back in traffic, when you had all that clean air earlier, mentally, can the car sort of tighten on you?
Yeah, and you'll create some problems tightening too, but besides the aero tight that you're going to get, you start overdriving the car to try to make up for everything that happened.
I can tell you though too, it's real. That the farther you get back in the running order, the tighter the car gets. The more traffic you're in, the more disturbed the area is, and all the crew chiefs will tell you, if they're going to set their car up to run from the back of the pack up, they've got to have the car freer.
This is 10th, 11th, and 12th here. Paul Menard, Casey Kane, and Denny Hamlin. Tony Stewart, the two-time winner, all the way back in 24th position. After that pit stop under green just a couple of laps ago for Tony, well, it didn't go so well.
Your drive off of 1 is better than a 48. Good.
I got to say, that was a great recovery.
Yeah.
You can see the tire changer got tripped up by that tire going back to the wall. Made a nice recovery to get his job done.
Up front, getting closer. You said, Andy, that on the fresher tires, Johnson would run down Keselowski.
Yeah, it's not going to worry Paul Wolf one bit. He knows what his strategy is, and this is part of it. I'm actually surprised that Keselowski is able to stay as fast as he is against the cars with better tires.
Yeah, I think the only thing is what we saw is when Keselowski went back out there on those new tires, he was quite a bit faster than Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon, but they fell off rather quickly. And we're seeing these times equal out quite a bit here now. We'll see if Jimmy Johnson gets a little bit of an aero push here.
27 to flats behind you. Scale of 1 to 10 on your fuel conserving. 1.
That means I've got the pedal to the metal. Doc?
You guys are right on the money with what Paul Wolf is telling that guy right there, Brad Keselowski. He's telling him, you know what, don't worry about the 48 and 24. They got fresher tires. They're faster than you. But here's the good news. Everybody behind those two is slower than you are. You got older tires. We're in good shape. Use all the fuel you want. They're planning on pitting around lap 94 or 95, and that will mean one more stop to the checkered flag after that, guys.
I'll have to say the competition has been mighty cordial today. It was nice, but he still held me up pretty bad.
Jimmy Johnson radio there.
Yeah, competition cordial. I don't know. He's talking about on track and people helping him out. That'll change here as we get closer to the end of this race, I promise.
I don't know if he was being sarcastic or not.
Johnson in second, Vince.
Chad Canal said before the race, the challenge here at Indianapolis is to keep the car turning consistently all day. It's been really good for the 48 so far, but Jimmy just radioed in and said, I'm a little more free in and off than I have been before, but it's still pretty good, as you can see.
Pretty good, I'd say. And 12 laps difference between the two pit stop schedules. It was lap 60 when Keselowski pitted and 72 when Johnson came down pit road.
Take a look at these speeds at the line, see who's getting the most out of their car. Looks like that lap by Keselowski so far the fastest.
White and black car coming at you is Kurt Busch. He did come back down the pit lane to have those lug nuts replaced that were missing from the green flag pit stop. Unfortunately for Kurt, that has left him a lap down in 31st place. 15 Indianapolis 500 wins for the captain, Roger Penske. Never won a stock car race here until yesterday when Brad Keselowski drove into victory lane, trying to get a Brickyard 400 win today.